Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to see about the single line diagram of a one and off scheme, which means two lines which is connected by one tie line, so it will make one full bay. In this single line diagram, the main thing is that the two bus bar, bus 1 and bus 2, were connected by a one side on a line, outgoing line, and another bus with connected is with their respective reactor. As of commonly, you know very well that the reactor is used to produce a reactive power or to boost up the line to other end. So in such a way, the reactor is connected with another one bus bar, and both the lines are combined together by a one tie line. So in this way it makes a full one and off scheme bay. So from this we came to know that this is a one and off scheme of our single line diagram. Then the main equipment in this scheme is isolator and one air switch, which means for each air switch. And next thing is the circuit breaker, then current CT, which means current transformer, which measures the current and also used for protective purpose, which means protection of this total bay and also to the line, and also from the bay to the bus bar all get by the CT and PT. And here the reactor line separately having a two sets of isolator and dead switch, and also the reactor isolator and dead switch, which means before the reactor there is one set of isolator and dead switch. Then the line side, as you goes, the line which going outside, which consists of isolator and dead switch, which is on the right side of your diagram. Then the both lines are connected by a tie bay, which is consist of two isolator and a switch, and in between one CT and breaker will be there. So in such a way it makes a total bay, and the LA which is connected at the end of your line, and as you see a wave trap and also a CVT circuit will be connected with the line. The wave traps which traps the communicating signals, which means the disturbance harmonics signals can be trapped by this wave trap, which is in series with the line outgoing to the which means which goes to the other substation. Next, CVT, the CVT which measures and also protections can be taken by the CVT, which means capacitive voltage transformer. Then the LA, the LA means stands for lightning arrestor. It is used to counter the lightning surges or switching surges of your line. And also in reactor side also one LA will be connected. As you see, before reactor one LA will be connected. So this is the basics of your one and off scheme. This one and off scheme can be used for a 33 kV circuit, or even a 132 kV, or even a 400 kV or a 765 kV also. This can be used. And next is going to the circuit. In here the CT, each course or how they are used, and also what are the purpose of each core are mentioned in here. As you see, before SLT it is little understandable, because each line base, reactor bay, and your tie bay which connecting are given in a manner as a separate. In here all are how combinedly given, which means all are connected in a single straight line. Just for understanding, I'm saying that from the left side there starts your line which is going to the outside. Before that line one CT will be placed. That CT which consists of your bus bar protection, which is the bus 1 connected with the line, that bus bar protection, and also the distance relay will be placed, and also uh, the distance relay which carries a protection of your line. So this is the basics of the CT course used, and also the BCU unit, bay control unit, which controls the total bay, which means the line, outgoing line base as a isolator, air switch, breaker. All the status and commands can be given by the bay control unit, and also the measuring CTs are connected with the bay control unit, which measures the CT current loads and everything, and also the PT measuring units also be connected in here. Next, as you know, the wave trap which is connected in series with the line outgoing, and the wave trap which is connected with only R and Y phase, not in the B phase. So the wave trap is like a, for higher frequencies it stops the carrier signal and allows the lower frequencies as a 50 or 60 hertz nominal frequencies only. And also it is connected in any of the two phase, or mainly on R and Y phase of your three phase circuit, which going outside the from one substation to another substation, because most of the time the carrier rated signals ought to be this trap will act like a low pass or band pass filter, so it will collect the higher frequencies, or it will not allows the higher frequencies and act like a higher impedance for the higher frequency levels, and it will allows the lower frequency level. So in order to check those, we are using on a two phase only for the wave traps. Then the CVT circuit, which is connected in parallel with the line, which consists of a measuring unit measuring PT, secondary PTs, and also the protection secondary PTs, which is used for a distance relay protection PTs, like over voltage, breakdown voltage kind of protections can be taken. And also the measuring unit PTs are connected with the bay control units, which means BCU, which measures the outgoing voltage or incoming voltage of your line. Then coming to the right side, the reactor consists of primary and secondary CTs. In between, the reactor winding is protected. The reactor is protected by a REF, which means restricted earth fault, and also backup impedance relays are used. Then teed protection, which teed protection means it's combinedly has a main CTs as a tie base CT and the reactor base CT, and also the reactor base reactor CTs, which means the primary and or secondary CT. This all three CTs will be combinedly connected with one or two teed relays. Teed relay is nothing but a differential relay. In here we have a combinedly have a bay and reactor differential as a teed differential. In here the REF, restricted earth fault relay, is connected, and it consists of a primary and secondary side CTs, which combinedly act together and protect the winding of our reactor. So the REF protection will mostly act for the internal earth fault or internal overloads in the neutral. It can be sensed by that, and the REF will act. Then the backup impedance relay, here the high backup impedance is taken, and protection is given for that. Then WTI, winding temperature indication. The winding temperature indication, for that we are using one CT, secondary CT core, which measures the CT winding and indicates in the temperature gauge. Coming to the elaboration, I have easily elaborated the circuits, which means the CT's connections, how the CTs are connected uh, by this. Here the 21 indicates the ANSI code of distance relay, then 87 indicates the ANSI code of differential relay, then for REF 64 backup impedance. So these are all the connections. Then coming to the point, first the CT1, which comprises of bus bar 1 and bus bar 2 protection, which means the 400 kV bus 1 is connected with the one end. The bus bar protection is taken by bus bar relays. Here the bus bar, in the sense bus bar protection of your uh, relay, which means a differential bus bar protection of your connected bay and the bus bar. Next, BCU1, which means it comprises of the corresponding base isolator switch, breaker status and command operations, and carries the CT, which means the current which that individual bay in position will shows, and also it comprises of the other kind of analog and everything it will includes in the PCU. Then 21M1 and 21M2, which indicates the distance relay of the line. In here two distance relays are used, so that's why I mentioned as M1 and M2 separately, and parallelly it will connected with the tie bay CTs, so that the whole protection can be taken by these connections. By the distance relay, which comprises of zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 protections, and SOTF, switch on to fault, then breaker failure, and then broken conductor failures, and then over voltage fuse failure, over current protection, and then power swing blocks. This all comprises in a single distance relay, so it will give a whole line protection from our substation to the another connecting substation, and also goes beyond the substation, which means the zone 1 protection, in the sense it comprises of a 80% of your line. Zone 2 means it will comprises of 80% plus 40%, which means 120% of your another line. Zone 3 150%, then zone 4 reverse of your which means from your substation to the backwards of your substation. So in the sense we have a wide range of protection for the transmission lines also. Then broken conductor, in the sense in between there will be a chances of breakage of your transmission line, so that should be indicated. For that broken conductor protection is taken, and SOTF, in the sense switch on to fault. The fault will be in a persisting level. When we try to charge the line, we need to have a immediate trip, so in the sense we will have a SOTF fault. Then over voltage overload protections, and power swing blocks, these and all comprises in a single differential relay, that for the single distance relay. The distance relay protection video also I have individually given, so you can refer that video also. Then going to the tie bay, in here tie city, which is connected with the first two cores are connected with the TEED protection, and third core is used for the BCU bay control unit of the individual tie bay, and next is your core 4 and core 5 connected to the distance relay. The central comprises in a tie bay protection. Then coming to the reactor protection, the reactor, which comprises of primary and secondary CT, in between the reactor winding is protected by using the REF protection. Then the backup impedance is taken in another one CT. Then the BCU for the reactor, which means in here the reactor bay, the total reactor bay are controlled by the BCU, which comprises of the reactor CT's current. Then WTI, the WTI in the winding temperature indication, which is connected to the gauge of your reactor, and the measurement is taken, and the gauge indicates the winding temperature of your reactor. That is taken from your secondary side of your CT. Then coming to the main reactor bay, the reactor bay which is connected to the another bus, which is bus 2. For that we have taken a bus bar protection in core 1 and core 2 of our CT, which is comprises of bus bar 1 and bus bar 2, BB1 and BB2 relays. Then third one is not used, that's why it is in shorted condition and earthed condition. And next thing is your teeth protection. The teeth protection is taken by a core 4 and core 5 CT. The teeth protection, which comprises of 3 cores, which is the tie bay core 1 and core 2, then reactor bay core 4 core 5, and reactor CT secondary side CT of core 3 and core 4, sorry, core 2 core 3 is used. All these comprised together and goes to your T differential relays, and it consists of 2 relays of teeth protection. So the differential protection is taken for your reactor bay in combining with the tie bay, and also goes to your reactor secondary side of your CT. This is the common thing in your SLD, and that elaboration of CT connections in your relays are given in here in such a way. All the most of the 1.5 schemes will be functioning like in this way only. Then in some of the scheme, additionally the tie bay may carry 2 CTs instead of 1 CT. In tie bay we may use a 2 CT, in the sense the overlapping and also the protection can be elaborated. So for that purpose we are using 2 CTs in the between of your tie bay. In tie bay itself we will have a 2 CTs. Then these are all the basics of your SLD and the CT connections with your relays. So hope you understand, I think so, and you can share your knowledge and gain your knowledge. Thank you.